Hi friends, after a long time you must be having this video now, and I am sure in the previous session I have discussed about the graphs which you must have practiced again and again. Now today I have come up with few more graphs with various varieties, and you may pause the video, keep the graph paper ready, pen, paper, pencil ready, and you may note it down. Now here's the graph. Draw the graph of the polynomial x square minus 4x plus 5 and find its zeros. You know, when you are going to draw the graph of a polynomial, I will assume y is equal to this entire value x square minus 4x plus 5, and I prepare a table where I have two rows. The first row is leading with x and the second row is leading with y, which is ultimately this value. And for any graph I usually take 5 values, that is minimum, to get the accuracy. So I will take 5 random values of my own, and here I have selected minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4. You can take minus 3, minus 1, 2, 0, whatever it is. But generally I take few negative values and few positive values. So as your wish you can take the values. And for these values, when I substitute x is equal to minus 4, in this I get 37. When I put x is equal to minus 2, in this I get 17. And this working is mentioned and clearly given below. Like that, when I substitute these values, I get the respective values. For x is equal to 4, the value is 5. So these values I will enter. Now once you enter and find and write these values, what next you have to do is take the graph sheet. In the graph sheet, what is important is you will take the center of the graph sheet. You have 1 centimeter each marking, and this 1 centimeter on x-axis, because I have taken these values, simple values, I will take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on x-axis. That is my scale. But whereas in y-axis I have to be a little bit clever. If you take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what is the value I want? I want 37. 37 will cross the board. So technically or practically it may not be possible for me to locate 37. So what will I do? I will compress, or I will take 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units, and here I will take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. So hope you understand why I have done that. But that is on y-axis. So scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units on y-axis. Why? To accommodate these y values. So once you plot these values on x-axis and y-axis, once you plot, what you do is plot these particular coordinates. So x is equal to minus 4, I will plot 34. See, in the graph sheet you will get more accurately. And here I am doing things randomly to make you understand. So for x is equal to minus 4, 37 will be just below 40. Somewhere here I will mark. For x is equal to minus 2, the value of y is 17. Where will be y? Between 10 and 20, but nearer to 20. So for x is equal to minus 2, this value. For x is equal to 0, the value is 5. Where is 5? Between 10 and 0, in between you have to plot 5. And for x is equal to 2, the value is 1. For x is equal to 2, what is the value? The value is 1. Now 1 somewhere here in the beginning. And then after 2, I will take 4. For x is equal to 4, what is the value I have? After 2, the value of, for x is equal to 4, the value of y is what? 5. To get more clarity, I will go with another value, x is equal to 6. To get more clarity, more values you take, more clarity you will get. I will put x is equal to 6. What will happen? Y is equal to, I will put x is equal to 6. It is 6 square minus 4 into 6 plus 5. What is 6 square? 36 minus 24 plus 5. What is 36 minus 24? 12 plus 5. And what is 12 plus 5? 17. So for x is equal to 6, I will plot what is the y value? 17. Just below 20. You can see there is some symmetry. You know, once you plot these values with the free hand, not with the scale, with the free hand, you have to join these values. Make sure near 1 it is not touching. The curve is again taking a U-turn. It is not touching, right? So you have drawn the graph of x square minus 4x plus 5 for these values, and I am sure any number of values you take, here the curve will come down, it won't touch x-axis, but again it is going up. What does it indicate? I will write from the graph from the graph. Now what I told you, what are zeros as per the graph? The graph has to either touch or cut x-axis. The graph has to touch or cut x-axis. Since it is neither touching nor cutting x-axis, the zeros won't exist. Zeros won't exist. This is the practical way of telling zero won't exist. But theoretical aspect is zeros will exist and zeros are imaginary. Now that is something which I am talking to you related to your future. Right now that is not of your interest. Right now I will say from the graph, zeros does not exist, right? So this is what you have to mention. So I am sure this graph is very clear to you. Now what we will do is, we will try to take one more graph and see one more variety of graph and see what kind of graph we get and what are the zeros we are going to have. So let me take another example for you. Draw the graph of the polynomial x square minus 6x plus 9 and find its zeros. What do I do? Same thing. I will write here x square minus 6x plus 9. Now instead of minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, I will try to take some other values. Not necessarily I should take minus 4. I will take some other values. I will take x is equal to what? Y is equal to x square minus 6x plus 9. And here x is equal to the values which I am going to take. I will start with minus 3, minus 2, 0, 2 and then 3. 5 values are sufficient. So what I am going to do, I am going to substitute these values and I am going to calculate what answer I am going to get for y. So for x is equal to minus 3. No sir, I want to take some more values. You can start with minus 4 also. Minus 4, minus 3, 0, plus 3, 4 and one more value. Like that you can take. So let us say x is equal to minus 4. Any values you can take. But make sure that you take few values on the left side of 0 and few values on the right side of the 0. Now let us check for x is equal to minus 4, what do I get? Y is equal to minus 4 whole square minus 6 into minus 4 plus 9. Minus 4 whole square is 16, minus plus 6, 4s are 24 plus 9. Now 16 plus 24 is 40, 40 plus 9 is 49. So I will write 49 here. Now I will put x is equal to minus 3. For x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to minus 3 whole square minus 6 into minus 3 plus 9. What is minus 3 whole square? 9. Minus plus 6 3s are 18 plus 9. 9 plus 9, 18 plus 18 is again 36. I will put 36 here. Now for x is equal to 0, 0 minus 6 into 0 plus 9 will be 9. Now I will put x is equal to 3. For x is equal to say 3, let me check what do I get. Y is equal to 3 square minus 6 into 3 plus 9. 3 square 9, 6 3s are 18 plus 9. 9 plus 9, 18 minus 18, you got a 0. Now again I will put x is equal to what? 4. For x is equal to 4, what do I get? Y is equal to 4 square minus 6 into 4 plus 9. 4 square is 16 minus 24 plus 9. 16 minus 24 is minus 8 plus 9. And what is minus 8 plus 9? Plus 1. So like that, for these 5 values, these are the respective y values I got. Again, what scale do I take here? I will take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on x-axis, and instead of taking y as I have 49, 36, 9, 0 and 1, I can this time 1 centimeter is equal to, I will take 5 units. If I take 5 units, 5, 10, 15, I will go till 40. So let me have 10 units only. Again I will take y on y-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Here 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But these are all negative values. So what do I do now? For x is equal to minus 4. For x is equal to minus 4. Let me wipe this previous graph. For x is equal to minus 4. What is the value of y? Plus 49. Plus 49. This is 50 here. Plus 49 somewhere will be here. Alright. Now for x is equal to minus 3. It is 36. 36 will be somewhere in between. For x is equal to minus 2. minus 2 is not there, 0. For 0 it is 9. 9 means closer to 10. For 3 it is 0. For 3 it is 0. Now for 4 it is 1. For 4 it is 1. 1 means somewhere above. So my graph, when I join these points, it will be like this. It will touch, and again the graph will raise at this 3. Right? You can see the graph is not cutting. Previous graph, the graph was not touching, not cutting. This graph is not cutting, but this graph is touching. Right? So I will write from the graph, the 0, from the graph, the 0 is 3. Right? Now you might ask me, sir, for a quadratic polynomial we must have 2 zeros, but we got only 1 zeros. Yes, always there will be 2 zeros, and those 2 zeros are repeated zeros. So from the graph, the 0 is 3, and 3 is a repeated 0. 3 is a repeated 0. So well, students, you can practice these questions, and more varieties you can do, more and more numericals are given to you, and in case you have any clarifications, you can always put in the group, in our WhatsApp group. Alright, thank you, take care.